I am using the computer audio. There's Devin. No. We're going to do a different review that I think you guys need to do. Good morning, Devin. Good morning, Georgia. Let's just give people a couple minutes to get in. Admit all. Oh, I got to tell Mary she looks here. Okay, so I've got Devin. I've got Madison. I've got Georgia Brown. Haley. All right. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I am sharing my screen. Oh, good, because that's what I wanted to do. All right, good morning. Ms. Madison, did you get my email about your beautiful coat? Turn your mic on, talk to me, please, because I can't see you.
No.
Okay, well, you left your coat here the other day, you know, the one that I wanted. I thought maybe you left it for me because you were going to give it to me.
That's where it was. I was looking for it.
Well, I sent you an email right away as soon as I got in the other day, but I know you guys get a lot of emails that might have missed, but yeah, so your coat is safe and sound and it's here, and I didn't take it home with me, but I could have.
Okay.
I really like it. It's very pastel. Yes, we like it a lot. Okay, so the other day, if you were in class or if you joined Zoom, we did an activity where we played a game for reviewing all the different literary devices, right? Today we're going to do something a little more specific that I think will help you with your, are you done now? With your test tomorrow. So, oh, let me go back. If you could all go to Classroom and open up, and you could get it either from the stream or the classwork. It's the 1, 2, 3, the fourth posting down that says Dreams Review Practice. Actually, I need to go in the other way. Open it up. This is a doc. Okay, so the reason why I want to do this is because tomorrow you are going to be required to look at a poem, a different poem, and you're going to need to be able to identify the different literary devices in the poem. I plan on reading the poem one time to everybody, so those of you that are in the room now will be home tomorrow, right? So you need to make sure if you want me to read the poem and go over the directions with you that you come in right at 8 o'clock. Yes, ma'am? Yeah, so those of you out there in Zoom land, Paige was just giving us some information. She's ahead of me here a little bit. She knows a little bit about Langston Hughes, who is the poet, which I'll talk about in a second. But I just want to make sure that everybody understands, if you are home tomorrow, for the people in the room right now, if you are home tomorrow, you need to Zoom in to get the directions, because the directions are going, okay, people in the room, turn your Chromebooks away from you, because you're like not listening to anything I'm saying. I can tell, because you're all playing on your computer. Good. All right, so the directions for tomorrow's quiz or test is going to be a bit different than what we're going to do today. And there's going to be another section besides what we're going to do today. Okay, so it would probably be important for you to Zoom in. You are required to do the test tomorrow anyway, whether you Zoom in or not, that is your test, okay? All right, so with that said, our poem today is called Dreams, and it is by a man named Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes is a very, very famous African-American poet. I think he was born in the late 20s or early 30s, and his poems were pretty popular, like you said, during the 50s and 60s. He had a lot of things to say about the African-American experience during the time that he was alive. There are schools named after him. I believe there's a postage stamp with his face on it and all that good stuff. He's a pretty big guy. Okay, now you can open up your computers again because now we're ready to look at that. So I think actually, I think that if we look at this very short poem here, there might be one or two words that we might not understand that we need to talk about. Tomorrow's poem is probably 3 times as long as this one, but I think all the vocabulary is pretty straightforward. Okay, so like I said, poems are meant to be read aloud. So this is called Dreams by Langston Hughes. So follow along. It says, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. So right away, what are some of the devices that you notice being used in the poem before we even look at the questions? Anybody out there in Zoom land? Haley, go ahead, turn your mic on.
In the last sentence where it says, for when dreams go, life is buried, filled, frozen with snow, it's a metaphor.
Okay, life is a barren field frozen with snow. So just a reminder, poems are not written in sentences. What are they written in?
Stanzas.
Well, before the stanza. No. They're not called they're not called sentences. Each one of these, like this doesn't have it. They're what? Lines. So this one doesn't have numbers on the side, but like this is line 1, this is line 2. Like I don't know if you guys at home can see. This is line 1, this is line 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's only an 8-line poem, right? Okay, but you're right. There is a metaphor. What else do we notice? Zion, what other literary devices do you see being used in the poem? Where do you see repetition? Good. Sure, hold fast to dreams, right? And then 4 is used a couple of times. What else do you see, Bella? Okay, hold on. Line 3 is a metaphor. Life is a broken winged bird, comparing life to a, not just any bird, which means that life is what? Which, well, if something's broken, it makes it difficult, right? I'm trying to see if somebody else just popped in on here. So hold on, you think they left? Sure, leave me flat. Okay. Yeah, so meaning that life is not always easy and it's troublesome, right? Okay, any other devices that we recognize right away? Bella? 4, fast, fly, and frozen are using alliteration. That is done on purpose. Okay. Anything else? Really? Well? Oh, where's the rhyme? Thank you.
For when dreams go, frozen with snow. For when dreams die, that cannot fly.
Yeah, so there's a rhyme pattern, but it's every other line, right? So you've got die, fly, and then go, snow. It's 2 different sounds, right? Yeah, I don't even teach A, B, A, B, A, B because I find it confusing. So I'm just looking for it. Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but last week I said when we looked at poems, whenever it was, probably was before last week, you know, poets do not write poetry for children to answer multiple choice questions. It's the last reason they write poetry. They write poetry because they feel something deeply, right? But guess what? We're going to do multiple choice questions now. All right, so I think what I want everybody to do, you guys at home, if you haven't opened up your own document yet, you're gonna have to open up your document if you're zooming in. I would like each of you to go and answer each of the first 5 questions. Don't do the extra credit. We'll look at that together. But I want to look at you guys to do the first 5 questions on your own. Just click on it and highlight it. Okay, that'd probably be the easiest way. I'll give you a couple minutes to do that, and then we'll go over them and make sure everybody understands what the answers are supposed to be. So in your document, you're going to highlight the right answers. So it's 8:08. I will give you to 8:12 or 8:13. So Haley, Maddie, and Devin, you know what you're doing? Shake your head, Haley, yes or no? Okay, Maddie and Devin and Georgia, I can't see you, so can you just pop in and give me a thumbs up? All right, thank you, Maddie. Okay. Georgia, can you hear me or do you know what you're doing?
I'm on it.
Okay, good, thank you. God bless you. These should be easy for you because we just talked about all of them.
Yeah. Well, some of them we didn't.
Well, pretty much.
You play.
If we finish this quickly, we could maybe play some review games again, sure. People in the room, when you're finished, turn your screen away so I know you're done. People in remote Zoom land, if you can give me a thumbs up when you're done. I say turn your Chromebook away, just turn it away so you don't have to start it up. You too, Alex.
Yeah, it doesn't actually shut it off.
I know, mine does. That's why I think it does. If I close my laptop, I have to reboot the whole thing.
That's
Yeah,
the
we-
power thing.
Yeah.
Well, we
All right, Devin, you're all set? Give me a thumbs up. All right. Are you cold? You got your jacket on. Okay, Haley. Maddie and Terry, I need a thumbs up when you're ready, guys. Thank you, Maddie. Not Terry, I meant Georgia. I'm sorry, Georgia, I read what's on the screen.
That's fine.
Okay, you're all set? All right, so let's hear from somebody out in Zoom land. Number one, life is a broken winged bird and life is a barren field are examples of. Is it simile, metaphor, personification, or rhyme? Devin, what'd you put? Turn your mic off and tell me your answer. Devin,
Metaphor.
that is a metaphor.
Hello.
Yeah, hang on a second. I gotta see if I can turn you up here. Talk to me again, sir. At least this had a direct. Hello? Okay, we could barely hear you, but you said metaphor, so the answer is B. Thank you, very good. Number two, the words for, fast, fly, and frozen are examples of allusion, alliteration, rhyme, or imagery. Carl, what'd you get? Number two. Look on your screen, dude. Alliteration, right? That F sound is being repeated. F is a consonant, right? Number three. Dreams die and dreams go are examples of simile, personification, onomatopoeia, or rhyme. What do you think, Miss? Oh, guys in the room, you should be turning your screen around so you can check your answers, goofballs. So Zion and Caden, you got to turn your screens around so you could check your answers. Yes, it is personification. Very good. Okay. So yeah, dreams cannot die, dreams cannot go, right? It's personification. That is also another, like, it's not one of your choices, I'm glad, but what else is that a literary device? What other literary devices being used? There's two other ones, I think. Diane? Say again? I can't hear you, honey. So number three, dreams die and dreams go. The correct answer is B, personification. My question is, are there other literary devices being used with dreams die and dreams go? I could think of two of them. Maybe a symbol. Dreams is being repeated, so that would be repetition. Dreams die dreams.
That's
Alliteration, right? So a lot of times, more than one device is being used. But when you're given specific answers, you got to pick one of them, right? Number 4, the words fly and die are an example of simile, onomatopoeia, rhyme, or repetition. Haley
A rhyme.
is a rhyme. Very good. Number 5, using the words hold fast to dreams more than once shows symbolism, rhyme, repetition, or imagery. Aiden? Repetition is the correct answer. All right, so this was actually a quiz that somebody used. I tend to use things that I have like different ways every year. I don't do the same thing twice the same way. So number 1 says, what is the author's purpose for writing this poem? So I think we need to read the poem again.
yeah.
So it says dreams. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. So if you're asked what's the author's purpose of this poem, like what's the reason he wrote this poem, like what's the message that he or she is trying to give us? So let's talk about that for a second. Alex, what do you think the message is? Okay, hold on to your dreams because they go away fast. All right, that's a good start. Bella?
If you don't believe in your dreams, then life is going to be difficult.
Okay, if you don't believe in your dreams, then life might be difficult further down the road. Uh-huh. Dreams are important. Yeah. How about out there in Zoom land? Anybody want to say anything about what the purpose might be? He's saying hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird. And I think that's, that cannot fly. So if you don't have dreams, that means you're never going to what? You're never going to succeed, right? So how many of you, and you don't have to like share if you don't want to, but how many of you have a dream of, like what you want to be as an adult, like what you want to do with your life, right? I think in 6th grade, that's kind of a hard question. I didn't go to college till I was 35, so I didn't figure it out for a really long time, right? But if you don't have a dream, how can you work towards that dream, right? Okay, good. So I do think that's the author's purpose. I think it's like we don't have to type it in, but if I were to, like we could, I would say the author's purpose is to encourage everybody. You should write this down. Everyone to follow their dreams, right? Follow their dreams in order to obtain them, right? I don't think he's really talking about the dreams that we have when we go to sleep. I think he's talking about dreams that we have as human beings, right?
Go back up.
I'm sorry, I wanted to see something. Geez, you guys at home should be typing that, yes? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Haley, are you typing? I can't hear you, honey.
I'm trying to see it because it's like so big I have to move it around to like fit it all in there.
It comes up. Oh, I forgot a word here. It comes up big on your screen. Why don't you just split your screen, like reduce them? You know what I'm
I
saying?
did, but like it's so big.
Well,
like,
could you get this onto your document? Deb, are you typing? I can't see you, Maddie, or Georgia, so I need a thumbs up when you're ready. Can't hear you, dude.
I'm almost done.
Okie dokie pokey. How about you, Maddie?
I'm almost done.
All right, Georgia?
I'm almost done.
Okay, almost as good. If you are finished, take a look at question 2. It says, give an example of a symbol. You have to know what symbol is. Well, think about any symbol. What is a symbol? What does symbol mean? No, not at all. Symbol is something that stands for something else.
Yeah,
That's not what you said.
I haven't done it.
That's not what he said. All right, so let's look at symbol. And I think symbol is hard, okay? So hold fast your dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. If you look at the metaphors, and you guys very quickly found the metaphors in this poem, right? If dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. So what's the broken winged bird symbolizing? What does it mean? What? Difficulties, right? Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. A barren field is a field that does not produce anything, right? So it's going to be desolate, right? Nothing. If you let your dreams go, you're not going to have anything to achieve, right? Okay, so I think we could say the broken winged bird and the barren field are a life without dreams, right? So we could just use one because it says give an example. A symbol in this poem is the broken winged bird, which symbolizes, I gotta go back up to the poem, symbolizes a life without dreams, right? So while you're typing, I hope that you notice that when we work with these poems, Mrs. Jost doesn't read it just once. She reads it a couple of times. And then also as we're working, I continually go back to the poem to look at different specific lines, right? Thank you, Zion. Okay. And that's important. So normally I have you do this work on paper because then you can like write on the paper and you can mark it up and you can make notes in the margin and it looks really sloppy. But because we're all doing everything online, it's a little more difficult. But you need to realize, like tomorrow when you take your test, you can't just read that poem once and think you got it down because you've never seen the poem before, right? So you have to keep going back to the poem and looking at the poem and looking at the way it's written to be able to answer the question, okay? All right, thumbs up. One thumb, two thumb, three thumb. Georgia, you good? Georgia.
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. She's like, please don't sing this, Joseph. All right, how about give an example of imagery? Now you need to remember what imagery is to be able to give an example of it. Comes from the word image. So what do you think imagery means? Anybody out in Zoom land or in person? Alex? It's when the author's words give you an image in your head and you get pictures in your mind, right? So there's a couple of places, and the imagery for each of us might be a little bit different. Like some lines might speak to you faster than they speak to me and vice versa, right? So did anybody get, or if not, force it, who's got an image in their head from a line or two? Zion? Life is a barren field, frozen with snow, right? Right away in my head, I go to my sister's house, my sister that just passed. She lived way up in St. Lawrence County in farmland. And I love going there in the winter because it's just big, vast fields covered in snow and it's beautiful, right? So I go there in my head. Who got another image in their head? Alex? Yeah. Flapping, right? Kind of like my dog with her broken leg, right? Okay, so I'm going to just get you started on the imagery because you may have different imagery than I have, right? So you would start this by saying an example of imagery. And then you would finish your sentence. So remember that these are, notice how we turn the sentences around, okay? Tomorrow, when you do this, it's not going to be multiple choice. If you remember when we did 2 young readers, you're going to turn your screen around and type your sentence there, Zion. Remember when we did two young readers, there was a chart and in it had metaphor and simile and whatever. So you're just going to have to like copy the sentence that shows a metaphor, or not the sentence, the line. I misspoke, right? You're going to have to copy the line that shows metaphor. You're going to have to copy the line that shows onomatopoeia or whatever. I think you're going to have to do 1 for each type. I think there's 9. Okay, and it's a longer poem, so there's more to work with. Okay, so was this okay today? Or was this a little difficult? It was okay, good, all right. So what we're gonna do is finish these up. You may use this as a study guide. You may use your 2 young readers as a study guide. You may use any of the work that you have done in this unit to review, plus the review sheets and the games for your test tomorrow. So your test is basically a poem, right? Identify 9 different literary devices and tell me what lines they're being used in. And then there are fill in the blank, like it's a fill in the blank with the definition and the term. And I think there's 11 of those. So if you're studying and you've been doing your work all along, it should not be difficult. I'm not trying to trip anybody up. I'm just trying to see what you learned. Yes? Okay. So with that said, we have probably 10 minutes or so. We can go and play Quizlet, whatever. Quiz, I don't know what it is. All right, but I have to get rid of my sentences here so I don't give it away for next period. You're gonna sweat? All right, so let me go find it first. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I know what I gotta do. It's like Kahoot. Yes, if I set it up right. Yeah. All right, let me see. Okay, we can make this harder. This one looks like it's harder.
This is my first. I think I've gotten second. It's very easy. I'm excited.
Maybe. So I went through 3 of my classes on Friday using the same 2 games that we played in here. And then,
Hold on. I gotta get in there.
so you go, hang on, you just go to quizit.com. I think there's a link.
And then hit enter code.
And then you have to enter the code that's on the screen right now. And please don't use your last name. All right, so the code at home is 203182.
Get the gecko again.
Oh my gosh, she's a maniac. The other day I had a kid that, hey, do you know what you're doing or you need help?
You need help? I know.
I wasn't sure what the yes was for.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what I'm doing, or yes, I need help.
Miss Jost, what's the code?
203182.
203132.
No, 182.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you're helping, Bella.
It's not letting me get on.
All right, Alex, Beller, Zion, Caden, the Enemy Kid, Carl, Paige. You didn't put it.
It's not letting me get on.
Okay, people in the room, could you quiet down, please? Okay, so Maddie, is that you or Devin that can't get on?
Me. Oh, right.
Okay, so what I would say is go back or reload the screen for Quizlet. And then put the code in. And if not, I'll have to have you share your screen with me so I can see.
Mine's still loading. Like it won't like load up to there.
Okay, Bella, why are you on here twice?
So I restarted it and let's see. Code 203.
Do we have to go on the internet and type something in?
Okay, children in the room, I need your patience and your cooperation because I can't hear the Zoomers. Maddie, I'm sorry, what?
Do you have to like type something in the internet to get to that?
Okay, so let me see if we go back to classroom somewhere. I do believe I have, go back to stream.
Okay.
And then scroll down. Yeah, scroll down to the big posting from Friday.
Okay, I got it.
And then there's a link there. And then in the top right, it'll say join code or join. You got to put the code in. Can I kick one? Yes, because she's a pest. She's being a pest. Okay, so Georgia and Devin, are you getting on or?
Miss Jost,
Yep.
my run brain cell forgot the passcode.
2 0 3 1 8 2.
Okay. I'm in.
Yay! Georgia, how about you? There's Maddie. By the time we get on here, we're going to not have time to play because it's 8:31. There's Haley. There's Devin. No, we have Georgia. Georgia, talk to me, please.
No, Paige is in this.
Are you afraid you're going to lose? Is that it?
Yeah, because Paige is in it.
Don't let your dream die there, Devin. Come on, keep it alive.
Not a dream.
I know. Dev, could you turn your mic off so I could speak to Georgia, please? Georgia,
Yep.
I'm not hearing from you. Can you tell me what's going on? Can you turn your mic on, please? Hello? All right, we're going to start, Georgia, because I don't know if you're still there or not, because I can't see you and I can't hear you. So here we go. All right, what's the meaning of this personification? The camera loves me. Photography is one of my best hobbies. I own an expensive camera. Photos of me are always really good, or I like to visit art museums. Apparently you guys get the results before I do. I don't know. So Zion. Okay, so photos of me are always really good. If the camera loves you, that means that you take good pictures, unlike Mrs. Joe. All right, I like to be behind the camera. Next question. The car is a dinosaur, so we better buy a new one. The car is very old. The car was truly made in prehistoric times. The car is very new. You picked the wrong one. Oh, darn. That hurt you there, dude. The car is very old. My husband says that when I send him to the library. Billy the dinosaur goes to the library. All right, what's the meaning of this metaphor? After all the fans left the stadium, the bleachers were a disaster area. That trash and leftover food and drinks littered the ground. Lots of caution tape was used to block off sections. Reporters were everywhere trying to catch a story. After the game, a tornado hit. Speed demon. All right. Haley. Very nice. Y'all got that one. Let's go. 2, 1, 0. Carla put her foot in her mouth really means Carla takes yoga classes. She said something embarrassing. Carla ate a snack. Her toe. Yes, you do. Yeah, that'd be the one. Okay, Bella moves up. She said something embarrassing. Put your foot in your mouth. That's an idiom as well. This is good practice for tomorrow. She is walking on eggshells means she's learning how to walk. She's in the chicken coop. She is trying not to upset anyone. I think she's in the chicken coop. Huh? I go to the chicken coop every day. All right, here we go. She is trying not to upset anyone. She's not really learning how to walk. If you're trying, that's another idiom. Okay. 2, 1, blast off. Sit tight. Don't move, to hurry, to sit in a small chair. Well, that was quick. Sit in a small chair. Hey, Bell, no movement there on that one. You guys are very quick on that one. That one means don't move. Sit tight. 2, 1, zippity doo dah. What does it really mean? She was pulling my leg. She grabbed my leg and tugged on it. She hurt my leg. She was joking with me. Is that what it's telling you? You feel so special? No movement again. She was joking with me. At 12 years old, Jenna is like a blooming flower. She's growing up. She's about to run away from home. She's very sick. I have no idea. It didn't take you that long, thank goodness. I don't know, you could figure that out. No movement. You guys are pretty steady. Everybody got that one. She is growing up. It's also a simile. Okay, at the recital, Olivia's fingers danced over the keyboard. Olivia was a weak piano player. Olivia didn't know how to play. She just pounded the keys. She played the piano easily and beautifully. That's what usually happens to me when I play. Kaden. She played beautifully. Sally is the sun in my life. Sally is yellow. She's standing on the roof. She's important to me. Okay, Sally is the sun in my life. Before we move on, Sally is the sun in my life. What is that? There's two things. Metaphor, and it's also using alliteration. Whoops, she's very important to me. 2, 1, zip. I'm dying to see that movie. I can't wait a little longer. I don't want to see the movie. I'm excited about seeing the movie. It's also what? Besides that, what is this? Hyperbole. Alex. All right, we're gonna have one more question, then we're gonna have to go. Men, you can't wait to see the movie. I know, but we're running out of time, dear. The fog was a blanket covering the road, which is a metaphor. It was a clear sunny day. The fog was thick. The fog was comfortable and cozy. Caden's moving up. Carl's in there. Look at him. Okay, the fog was thick. Let's see if we get the last one done. 2, 1, zip. The stars were diamonds in the nighttime sky. Oh, I didn't even read the choices. I'm sorry. Stars are expensive. They're not out. They're sparkling bright. Okay, we're going to end here. All right, I want to end though. I don't remember how. No, I can. Just do the last one real quick. All right, I know there was a way for me to end. Let's not get smug now, Hanapa. The room became an icebox every time the air conditioning went on. You must leave the refrigerator door open to stay cool. It's cold in the room. It's hot in the room. This is also a metaphor. This room actually really is an icebox. Time's up. Oh, that's how I do it. I just exit. Okay, so we're going to exit. We're going to end the game because we're running out of time. Here comes the leaderboard. Dun, 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 dun. Third place, Carl, Alex, Paige. Woo! Good job, everybody. Okay, so if you look, all right. So anyway, I hope that this will help you know how much you need to study for tomorrow. Okay. So my friends in Zoomland, I got to go because that was the bell. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and end our thing. Thank you for joining us. Have a swell day. Study, study, study. Okay. Bye.